All right, and we're starting. I
Yeah.
don't know. I thought I was gonna say something, but I didn't. So here we are. This is whatever this is. The show where I talk to random people over the internet about stuff, and they talk to me about stuff, and that's about it.
Yep, that's about it.
Oh man, I'm your host Ramon, and today I have
It's your boy,
Kyle.
Snowblunt. That's my studio name. Studio name. That's my stage name. Snowblunt.
Okay.
Kyle is my real name. Call me whatever you want. You just can't call me broke, except you can, because I am. Woo!
Fantastic. So, let's see. Usually, I ask people if they know what I'm doing on this, but you already do because you show up to like my lives and stuff. So there's no point in me asking like the actual question. I just ask them, they know that I'm running for president, and they
Yeah,
usually don't.
yeah.
And that's fine.
That's what's up. Yeah. So, I wanted to ask, like, when was the first time you? No, fuck that. I want to. What do you think about God? Yeah, fuck it. What do you think about God? We gonna go hard. This episode's gonna be the hardest episode. We bringing out all the serious questions and we making a mockery of it all, nigga.
That's fine with me. I don't care. So, oh god. Okay. So,
Literally.
I guess I don't, because I'm not like I don't believe in like anything, and like I mean that literally. Like I don't believe in like anything. Like even this is okay. You're like the first person that's actually asked me this. So this is the first time I've actually been able to like explain this to another human being properly. So maybe I'll be able to explain this.
Right.
Not believing in anything in my case is like an entirely pointless thing, but that's why it works for me. It essentially means that even if Jesus did come back to Earth today, it wouldn't really matter to me because my existence is completely separate from believing in anything. So I don't actually believe in any religion, but I also don't like disbelieve in it. So yeah,
Has anyone ever told you you're a very like, spiritual person? Like you're a very enlightened person.
I don't think anyone's ever told me that,
And
or
it's like
maybe
you just out here living life. Like you like, if I can't see it, hey man, that's it. I'm just out here my own space. See, that's what I fuck with about you. Like you that's like godlike in a whole nother way. Like motherfuckers think to be godlike, you gotta get on your knees every night and be like, oh my God, please plays the Virgin Hail Mary, man. Take that Mary on the Maury show. We know damn well she is not a fucking virgin, bro. Like that, we just gotta get that handled. Like whoever did it, they got some crazy genes, and we could have Jesus brothers and sisters we don't know because she's a virgin. Okay, okay, okay. Like every other virgin that's pregnant on the Maury show. Okay. Well, what was I talking about?
you asked
Um,
me if I believed in God, and then I answered, and
yeah,
you went down this whole weird path.
yeah. What I was saying was you a very spiritual person. Like you just out here existing. That's like God, like within itself.
Yeah, yeah. So, and that's the thing, because like that whole thing, like praying and stuff, was only started. Well, I don't know when. I don't know
Beginning of
shit
time.
about religion. Well, because like technically it was, but it wasn't like enforced until like, well, I want to say recently, but it wasn't recently. Well, technically recently, like because people always prayed.
Excuse me. Yeah.
That's fine, but it was only recently, actually recently, that everyone was just told to pray constantly because you know we don't have anything because well all the rich people have it, and when they say can we have something, it's like well just pray to God and He'll give it to you. It's like the hell kind of answer
Yeah.
is that?
Yeah, but like they use like, bruh,
But
they always create this whole power structure around God and shit. Like, oh, we're the people at the top, and we'll create the church because we know the most. Like, no, nigga, you don't need to be going to no fucking church to talk to God. You could do it from your bed. You could do it right now. Like, you don't got to go to this through this whole purify yourself. Oh, this shit and the other shit. Because you already got God in your life, or that's what I believe. I'm sorry for imposing my beliefs on you, but all I'm saying, we agree on the fact that you just got to be out here existing to really experience life. Like, you can't be out here like, oh, you're gonna get pissed off if you like, oh, tomorrow I'm gonna go to the store, get some motherfucking grapes. Then tomorrow you go to the store, they don't have any grapes. It's just like, we just like, are you just type of person where you don't know what you're gonna do in a week until it's a week from now?
Yes.
See, that's the key. That's the key to life, man. That's how you got to keep living. Exactly. Well, you a master, and no one even had to show you. You just came out the womb unlocked. You know what I'm saying? You got to get the key and unlock. And yeah.
Because I have a bunch of friends that like go to church and pray and stuff. I've been to church. I've been to church with my family. I've been to church with them, and then I leave, and that's it. I don't have a problem with religion. I just don't care about it. But again, I don't care about a lot of things, so
don't take any. Realize that you didn't really care about a lot of things.
Oh, I don't. I get technically when I was in high school or middle school, somewhere around then. Because when I was a kid, I used to care about stuff, I think. But that aside, then I got to middle school, and I saw everyone around me, and I don't know if it was just then or if it's always, but like people in high school, they're like so focused on themselves that they want to take the focus off of themselves at any chance they get. Now, sometimes that was me, but other times it was other people. But once it's not you anymore, you're just like completely invisible. And I realized at that point, it was like, none of you matter to me. Like, none of them matter to each other. Like, unless you're like, I don't know, close friends with people, nobody in middle school or high school cares about what you do.
Right. Hold on.
So
let me get intellectual on these niggas. You want to see something? Watch this.
Sure.
See, look, before I'm just a regular dude. Now I'm enlightened. You feel me? We smart out here. We smart. We smart. We stay in school. I'm just kidding. Fuck staying in school. Am I right? But go on what you were talking about, man. High school, all focus on ourselves, man.
I was just saying, like, by the time I got to high school, I didn't care about talking to people, because like everything they say in high school is like only structured to make you think that you have to care about being in high school, but you don't.
Right.
Like, I don't know. Just in general, like, nothing I did in high school means anything.
Right. Like, I don't even remember what the fuck they was teaching me. I remember, like, it's so disappointing when you used to spend like hours memorizing shit, and now I can just look back on certain things in high school and just have the gist of it. I don't use that knowledge anymore. I BS my way through college, man. I do everything I'm not supposed to do.
I don't know if you had this in your high school. In North Carolina, we have like this end of the year project that we have to do when we were seniors in high school. Well, we did. I don't know if that's still a thing for them. Anyway,
I grew up in North Carolina, so no. Thankfully, I hate projects.
Anyway, it's like this big. You have to write a research paper. And you also have to do like an actual project. Well, the research paper I was fine with, because I can do research. Again, that's why I know the stuff that I do now, because I just randomly research anything. Anyway, so I wrote the paper, and that was fine. The problem was the project, because I didn't want to do it. So I didn't. So when it was due, I took a piece of paper, and I wrote some stuff on it, and I folded it into 3 pieces, and I turned it in. And I failed that part, of course, but it didn't matter because my research paper was actually good, so I was able to pass anyway. My point is that school is garbage.
It really is garbage. It's like they give us all these beliefs when we're 5 years old, and we start believing all this dumb stuff. Like one thing I was thinking about in the shower, like about like I was gonna say, what made you like beat the school indoctrination? Because you know the way the public school system go, they make you think you could be anything in the world but the president. You feel me? Like they act like you're not special at all, and you got to go on to work for this man, the other man. And that's the only who comes out of the public school system thinking seriously, hey, I can be president. Like one in like a million niggas probably.
So that's true. I don't. Well, no, I do know how.
How?
Honestly, the only thing I can honestly say is that I actually didn't pay attention. I like legitimately just like didn't pay attention in school. Not like in a way that I didn't learn anything, because I'm like actually like, smart. But
Yeah.
I actively didn't do any of my work. I actually got into school with like just like a straight like right down the middle. Like I have like a 2.0 or like 2 point whatever, like right in the middle.
Hey, you know what they say about the C students, man? They be doing better than the A students a lot of the time. See, the same, like, this is definitely a version of you that cared about school, went to college, went to graduate school, and that nigga must be like a miserable, like, lawyer or something. You out here running for president, dog. You don't even.
That only means something if I successfully actually run, not win. I don't care. Again, I don't care about winning.
Right, but it's all about the running part. Hell yeah, I'm trying
Right.
to see you. I'm trying to see you running like a track coach. You feel me?
But and I feel like I need to point this out. Like, I technically like school. Like, I like the idea of school because like school, you meet like other people and like hang out and stuff. And like, technically, you should be able to learn useful stuff at school. It's just like our school that sucks. Well, most school. But that's because school was set up to suck.
Right.
And like it could be better, but they actively don't. Yeah. So I mean, it's like I guess ideally, that should be one of the things that I should say I should try to change. I have no idea how to do it, mind you, but
you can hire someone who can.
Exactly. That's really all I need to do.
That's the type of mentality our president freaking needs, man. I don't think they could demonetize you off cussing a lot, but I've been trying to avoid it. Anywho.
Oh, I'm not monetized on YouTube anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, in that case, all right. So
okay, cool.
Yeah. So what's your plan? If you were president, what would you do with drugs? Like, what would you legalize them all? Would you decriminalize them all?
So I'm not going to decriminalize all of them. I would decriminalize marijuana. I would also get rid of the what is it called? The drug program. The
DARE program?
The DARE program, because that's never worked.
You should reform drug education because that shit is awful.
It is.
They don't tell you anything. They act like, oh, if you take LSD, you're gonna go crazy. Like at least what I want is some objectivity. I'm young enough but old enough to the point where drug education when I was younger in school was still marijuana is bad. Don't use marijuana. You're gonna lose brain cells. And I'm not that old, bro. 9/11 happened before I was born. Like I'm not that old, and drug education is still this fucked up. Hell to the no. I need objectivity in my drug education. Like, if you're gonna say marijuana do this, it also help with cancer. It also help with stress. Like, give us a balanced option. Because look, the more extreme you talk about it, the more the kids are gonna want to try it. But the more objective you are about it, the kids is gonna be like, oh, I see we did a party. Oh, this is. I guess I'll do whatever I want. So you could actually reduce drug use by just being upfront. But you got to make sure that you just tell all the kids, don't do any drugs until you're like this age and shit, until you have the right decision. Because when you're young, it can mess up your mind. Me personally, that never really took effect on me. I was doing. How young do you think I first smoked?
I have no idea. I don't.
Go ahead and take a big guess.
Okay. Let's see. 16.
Oh, younger than 16.
Okay.
Younger than 60,
You
boy.
want me to guess?
I was 12.
Okay.
Yeah, like nigga, and I was the nigga like getting A+ in the health class. It just go to show you drug education. Even the kids intuitively know it means nothing. They just gonna do whatever.
Yeah.
We got Google now. We got niggas like they gonna go to
Yeah,
school.
exactly.
They're gonna say like, Molly, don't pop ecstasy. You're gonna go crazy. That same nigga go home, look at Molly on the computer. He like, and then he see some Reddit dude like, dude, I had the best time on Molly. And then it's just like, okay, once I get a little bit older, once I get some Molly, I'm gonna do it. But that's really, yeah. But the drug education now, you're gonna turn that might into a definitely, because you just got the kids curious now. You told kids they're gonna just like some niggas that hear, oh, you're gonna go crazy, have an ego death. That sounds fun to a nigga like me.
Yeah, it does.
Who you fucking with? But yeah, that's my thoughts on the drug education. How would you reform it, Mr. President?
So, okay, first, I realized something when you were talking about how the DARE program is screwed up. And I actually realized you asked me before about how I was able to, like, avoid being, crushed by the educational system of America. And I realized it's because I'm hard headed. Because even before I went through the DARE program, I already knew that I didn't want to take drugs.
Yeah.
So it didn't really matter to me, whatever it is that they had to say.
Right.
So the only reason why I got through it as a whole is because I already made the decisions that I was going to make to be the person that I was going to be.
Which is the person you are now?
Yes.
Nice.
So yeah, essentially, I was able to get through the school system because I was a hard-headed jackass and refused to listen to what other people told me to do.
I got like
So
that
yeah.
toward the end of school. Like in my high school years, I was definitely more of a stubborn jackass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, as far as reforming, oh man, like, I guess ideally, I mean, it's like you said, like, all you really need to do, all you really could do at this point is to make it like an actual program that tells you, at least at the very least, tells you what the drugs actually do. Don't just make up stuff like
Right.
if you
Killing brain
smoke
cells.
weed, you're going to you're going to want to drive down like 5 blocks to the nearest party. Because that's not what you do when you smoke weed.
Exactly. They just miseducation avenue, man. Like,
So,
a
yeah.
lot of people, they got to have the teachers actually admit to the drugs they use. Now, that would be a funky idea. Like, what if the teacher
Oh,
himself,
that's true.
with kids, because they really like were detached from the drug education. They just act like, yep, I don't do any of these things. It's all bad guys. Don't do it. Don't do it. Like, nah, put some
Yeah.
personality into it. Tell some real stories. Like, what's going to get a kid to get off heroin? A kid saying heroin is one of those drugs that's really, really bad, so really, really don't do it. Or if you show them clips of documentary from heroin at a life and they see how fucked up it could get, and you hear people real testimonies on how fucked up shit could get. Instead of those corny ass little, oh, I smoked weed and then I lost my scholarship and now I ended up
Yeah.
like, no, make it real, make it relatable, make it personable. Then the kids are gonna make better decisions.
Yeah. Oh, man. Again, you can say that to like everything in school.
Right. And they wonder why so many people's on antidepressants now, because everything is so detached, man. Like, you don't ever feel like did y'all millennials, right?
Yeah.
Or what, feeling some sort of detached, or did you still feel like in real life it was a whole lot of love, a whole lot of everything?
I think well, yes. I mean, me personally, it was kind of weird, but those are my own issues that I have to work through because the issue and from what I can tell from in general is that after we got out of school, that's when like the next big tech boom happened, and like everyone got like smartphones and like iPads or whatever.
Right.
And once that happened, again, and this is my issue with not only like millennials my age, but people older than us,
Mm.
they say like technology is like ruining kids, but like they're the ones that have most of it. And I, it's so stupid.
Right.
It's like, okay, I can't because I'm about to go on my rant about why like millennials are just like the worst and why the '90s also kind of suck, but no one wants to
Oh
admit
no,
it.
go on that rant. Go on it. You rant that your show. It's whatever
Was
this is a rant. This is a scan. This is a can't. This is whatever this is. You might as well just rant. Just go for it.
well, again, the point I'm trying to make is that after the '90s, because the problem is, because like you said, you're like 19,
Right.
so your parents would be, well, not your parents specifically, but your group, like the kids that you would have went to school with and around your age group, would have been like just short of being millennials, I think. With just short of being millennials, I think, or
Like on the older side,
a, a little older.
because like
It's
millennials starting like 81, right?
you know what? I honestly don't know, but that's not the point. The point is that there's somewhere within that area,
Yeah, definitely someone who had like kids like 20, for
and
example. Like if you were born in 82, you had a kid when you were 20, which is perfectly
yeah,
plausible. You would have had someone as old as me right now.
right. And but again, like those are the people that are my and like I know the people in my age, the older than me, and to some degree people that are younger than me.
Yeah.
And there was this weird shift, specifically because of the '90s. Because in the '90s, you could have seen it because they still play like all these movies.
Mm-hmm.
There were all these movies about how adults didn't know anything and how kids were like the smartest beings on the planet, like The Simpsons.
Right.
And like there were like all these movies about how their parents were either too involved in their own lives or overworking or doing whatever, and the kids had to like fix all of the life problems of their family and themselves, of the neighbors, of the neighborhood, or of the goddamn world.
Right.
So the people who were raised on these movies continue to think that.
Mm-hmm.
So when they started to have kids, it created like this weird dynamic that didn't exist before, which I honestly can't really put into words. But it's something along the lines of you're my kid, but I'm not really an adult.
Oh God, yeah, y'all millennials went stupid when you were like
Exactly.
adult type. Yeah, that was terrible.
And that's why when people ask me if I want to have kids, like, no, I don't want to have kids. I'm never having a kid. The only way I'll have a kid is after I become rich and I actually have plans like I actually have like a evil lair like in the bottom of like Antarctica or something. And I need someone to like inherit my empire. That's the only reason why I'd have a kid. And then I'd probably just adopt someone.
Oh, no, you gotta spread your genes on, man. Like, come on, you gotta
That's
spread
not that's not the
objective.
point.
You're like you're like a
Like,
lawful. You're somewhere between a chaotic neutral and a lawful evil, and I dig it, and I dig it a lot.
anyway, my point is that parents, a lot of new parents that were millennials, whether they're the older side or the ones in my age group now, are trying to like raise their kids opposite of how they were raised by their parents. And some of them are doing a good job. I'm not saying that they're not, but there are also some of them that are just trying to raise them in the exact way that they would want to be raised if they were still kids. Like they're trying to be the 10-year-old versions of themselves raising their kids. And those are the ones that are screwing up.
Yeah, like I
So
feel like yeah, like but at the same time, I feel like a lot of '80s babies, like a lot of you guys are ageless. Like y'all are the first people who are like kind of old, but you never really see it. Like before, maybe 10 years ago, if you were 37, that would be like, oh boy, what the fuck, you 37 out
oh
here? But then
the
nowadays, you see some 37-year-old people, and they just as hip and current as the 17-year-olds. Like they even cooler than the 17-year-olds.
Well, yeah, because you're right. Because yes, like, and that wasn't really and I didn't realize that again because I'm in that age group, and I didn't realize that until people started bringing it up. Because mind you, I was never into like fashion or trends or anything, because, well, I had too many video games to buy in order to keep up with trends.
Right.
It's really just that simple. So, but yeah, like all of this stuff, they're all buying the same thing. So that is kind of like the same idea propagating. I don't know. The point I'm trying to make is, very badly, mind you, but to some degree.
No, I'm getting it, man.
Is that we, as an age group, within our age group, instead of raising kids how we were raised, we're trying to raise them as we wish we were raised. And like I said, some of them are doing a good job because, like, you know, people dealing with like their own form of like abuse and trauma and whatnot, and like not continuing that line. And others are just like, well, those are the people that are making like family vlogs and stuff.
Right.
It's like, I don't know. But yeah.
And then the family vlog channels is so weird, man. Because these
they're insanely weird.
They are insanely weird. Like this is a weird time. The time when everyone, I wonder what gave everyone the capability to be so ageless. Like suddenly, you know, motherfuckers is like 40 and they're not really fucking with having kids. Like suddenly motherfuckers is just like, I wonder what gave you guys that quality of just being ageless. Like,
well, because we chose it. Because if you get the chance, just look up any TV show. Just look up TV shows made in the early to mid 80s. And you can see like the adults in that show, the way that they are, because they're all the same. They're all miserable people that say that they that believe that they love their families. And while they probably do, I'm not saying that they don't. They all live inside this idea that I have to go to my dead-end job that I hate. I have to wear the same boring clothes that I bought all the time and live these sad, miserable lives because that's what I was told that I had to do. The same reason why all those women who get married in those shows and have to go like drinking parties with their friends, and like, because like none of them like each other, like, because people don't understand the idea of like relationships. Loving someone and liking someone is completely different.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point, we as a generation decided that was fucking stupid.
Right.
So if we didn't want to do something, then we didn't do it. And again, that brought up, when are you getting married? I'm not. What do you mean you're not getting married? Why not? Because it's a dumb idea.
Exactly. I've had the same conversation. It's like, I'd rather, my mom told me a story about these old people who never got married until like at the very end of their life, when everything became legal, so then they could like do all that shit that has anything. But yeah, I was like, why would I get married? That sounds stupid. You got to go through the whole wedding, and for what? Now it says, oh God, in the law, protect the marriage. That people cheat in the marriage. Like, what's different about this one? Like,
exactly.
It's more fun when you don't get married, in my opinion, because it's like when you have something that you could lose. Like, you can't really lose a marriage that quickly. That's why people get lazy. You know, people just get lazy because you like, if something's going kind of wrong, you just kind of go with it because it's like, oh, we have this and we have this and we're married, and they believe in that concept so much they just get lazy and let it keep going. If you're not married, then you keep on trying because it's like, yeah, like it's like we're still not official, so you keep on trying and you keep on like being consistent. Because marriage and like having the government put a stamp on it, it makes shit dull because it's like, oh, you think shit's boring. Well, if you want to break up, you gotta go to the government, and you won't do that. So it's, unless it gets that bad. But
yeah, you're totally right. Because like marriage is literally the end goal of people. Well, that's what they're told is the end goal. That's literally the point. You have to do all of this stuff in order to find someone, marry them, and then have kids. Like that's supposedly the point. It's like I don't want that to be my point. I didn't know what I wanted my point to be until now, but it definitely wasn't having kids or getting married.
Right. You just living life, you just riding it out. And that's the crazy thing, because some people who are a little bit older than you, they said they already had kids, and theirs kids are as old as me. Like, so it's like sometimes that decision protect you, and then sometimes it was like your weight. Because I feel like the whole cultural shift happened maybe around like the early 2010s, I'd say.
Yeah.
And then it's just like if you had kids before, then it's like, oh shit, we have a kid, and then you like reach almost 30, and it's 2012, and it's just like, man, fuck having a kid. I don't know how to do that shit. I'm still out here living my life because it was,
Because
I don't even know why, but it's pretty fucking cool to watch some of y'all, just be ageless and just be chilling and shit. A lot of our
because
parents, like by 35 and shit, they were like parenting. That sounds really dumb, but you get what I'm saying.
no, yeah, and like even the people who didn't have kids was still like that.
Exactly.
And that's why it's so weird. But like, I don't have an issue. Well, no, I have an issue with marriage. I have tons of issues with marriage. I don't have if like if two people decided they wanted to like have a party and throw it for like the two of them being together, then
Right.
yeah, do that. Marriages, like actual marriage itself, is completely stupid.
Right. It's
But
outdated.
well, that too. But like, if you wanted to have like a ceremony, you can call it whatever. Then that's fine. But like, yeah, don't get married. It's literally pointless. Unless you're doing it for taxes, then that's fine. I'm all for taking advantage of the government with getting married.
Or you got to bring someone in with that green card, man.
Yeah, exactly. Because
And
again,
that's
like I'm talking a lot about it, but like I'm totally willing to get married. I'm totally willing to get married, but only for like a handful of reasons. One is for the sole fact of I want to do it after I get elected president, so I can make it a big deal about me getting married solely for no reason other than waste of everyone's time.
yeah.
Or no, I think that's it. But yeah, I think I would only get married just to waste other people's time and to have a party for it. But
Free party.
exactly. But yeah,
I just saw a video of like a proposal, and I'm like, whoa, that's crazy to do. Like, really be out there and shit and just say, and everyone's looking. Like, I tried when I was in high school, I thought it was like the most stressful thing ever. But now I'm like, man, fuck it. Sometimes you just know, because it's just some shit you just know. But back then, I was like, damn, imagine just getting out there like that. Everyone can see you. Like, imagine if that shit goes wrong. Imagine.
I hate proposals so much. Not in like the actual proposal, like the idea of what proposals are now. Because the idea of going to a place with a bunch of people and then making like this whole thing is like the most narcissistic thing. Well, one of the most narcissistic things. The other one is
Right.
gender reveals. But yeah,
Oh yeah, gender reveals are just, yeah, let's go ahead and just reveal whether my baby is a boy or a girl. I mean,
yeah,
you be stressed as fuck changing diapers either way, dude. And then by the time the experience starts to differ, you're already kind of like, you're just kind of old. You're just kind of affected by it. Like, oh,
yeah.
gender reveal, let's reveal it. Yeah, that's within 3 years, all the friends, the gender reveal, you never even see them no more. Because it's like, what the hell? Maybe that's why they do it. That's why they have so many parties. Because it's like, once we all get caught up with our kids, it'll be only be so easy to link up. That's why I want to live like an unconventional life. Like conventional adult life is so depressing and draining. That shit doesn't
No,
look good looking from the outside. If you want that, then it's like you must
no. But that's the thing. It's not. It doesn't look good from the inside either.
Right. Like it's just y'all stressed out and just dealing with it. Hell no, I don't care if I have a kid and I'm 20 years old and then me and the kid is like drinking buddies by 43. I don't care if I gotta travel the world in the seven seas and I'm 4 years old and I got a mansion or something. Anything different than whatever the fuck they painted it for. Because all the commercials they show, hey guys, let's get married. Hey guys, we should have a kid and put it on insurance and we're gonna have fun and grow up. No, hell no. Like I want to have a different story than the one that's been like etched on the pages. It's like they have like a tracing sheet on each book of the story, and just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna just write my manifesto on the goddamn tracing sheet. Fuck the etchings, man. Fuck the etchings.
Oh man.
I'm gonna we just fucking everything up. We just turn it on the outside in, and then we plugging out because it don't even matter anyway. So
Yeah.
you might as well just go crazy, go stupid.
Exactly. Listen, I don't know if I said this like in the meeting or if you saw one of the videos. I only I have to like stay relatively sane while I'm doing this because I can't be like an actual crazy person. But like the moment I get on like Fox News or something, I'm actually just gonna lose my mind. It's gonna be so funny.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, remember Ken Bone?
Yes, slightly.
You're gonna be like him, but like 15 times more popular. Everyone's gonna love you, bro. Like you're gonna become the biggest star, and like everyone's just gonna fuck with you, bro. Yeah, like everyone's gonna be like, "Whoa, that guy is something. He's something out of this world." Because you are, bro. You're a trip, for real. Yeah, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
Yeah.
Like
Anyway.
you gotta make it to Fox News. You gotta make it to CNN. Anywhere. Just keep climbing the ranks until you actually it's election time and they actually consider you. Like that's gonna be the best thing ever. When if you become a national celebrity, that would be beyond
Oh,
me. That would be I would hey, and it's 2021 now. You don't have to make this known by what 2023. Yeah, by
yeah.
2023, bro, I'm copping all the merch, man. Like I might legit vote for you for president in 2024. For real, I'm
But
gonna come
yeah.
back
So
clip and I'm gonna say it. I said it when I was 19. When I'm 22, I'm gonna vote for President Trip on the ballot. I don't give a fuck. That's my president, man. This is my president, y'all. I'm endorsing President Trip for president 2024. I don't know what party he is. I kind of know his platform, but the best part is everybody else that does it better is gonna get a position. So he's creating jobs for everyone. Listen, man, you just gotta fuck with Trip. Take a trip into a better America. Hell yeah. Take a trip into a better America 2024.
oh man. But
This
yeah,
is the
so
stairway to heaven. Don't trip.
so yeah, like that's about that. I don't know. Like I think like I don't know how technically this would work. I'm not talking about like running. Like I said, I'm not thinking about that at all. It's just a matter of I'm just doing it to like annoy all of them. Fuck them. Anyway, as far as like actually doing stuff, it's really just because like politicians don't actually do what they say they're going to do. Like, because people keep asking me like, what type of policies will I have? It's like, who cares? Like, none of it means anything. It's
Right. Like
just like
we live in the same life either way.
it's just garbage that they say, and I know I talk about I like I rant about the same thing all the time, but it's like a real issue. Like no matter what any politician says, none of it actually has to be carried out. You can make like the simplest promise as any type of politician, But like the moment you get voted in, you don't have to do it. You don't have to do anything. Like no one, like what are they not going to vote for you again? Big deal. But like you're already here. It's like politics is such a stupid idea.
That's why they
And
fucked this country with it, so we could all just be up in the stupor and not really end up not really giving a fuck either way. It's beyond
yeah,
anything the American people could vote for. You just gotta
and
say, fuck the
that's
system.
that's why I refuse to take this shit seriously.
Exactly. The world doesn't take us seriously. So it's like we might as well not take them seriously and throw them for a loop and just toss it up.
Because like there were people like because I understand like the people that are like protesting and stuff. Like I understand they're like trying to make like a statement and get change and stuff like that. Like I get it. One, I was never an option for me because, well, one, I'm lazy. The other one, I'm a coward and I refuse to deal with that.
Why you gotta be a coward, man? The president gotta be fearless.
Well, that's the thing. I keep saying that, but like I'm also doing this, so I'm not really sure how that balances out.
Yeah, well, as
I
long as
don't
it
know.
balances out and Joe Biden handed you the presidency, he's like, you know what? It's December 1st, 2024. I can't even stand to think of myself as a president after I seen you. You fuck it, you're president early. You need the
That's
first
definitely
president inducted
that's
early.
definitely not how that works. Like absolutely.
Definitely how it works. What we gonna what? What you gonna have to stop the steel rally?
No, I'm saying like that's you can't just hand over the presidency early to the next president
There's
elect.
some people
Like
that think Trump's coming back.
if he steps down, then Kamala will just become president. Like you can't just give it to the next president early.
Bro, I don't know, man. There's some people that really believe that Trump's coming back. Like he just
I don't. I don't know. Whatever. They can believe whatever they want. I don't know. I don't
They're out
care.
here, making themselves delusional over Trump.
I do want to say so originally I wanted when I had this idea, it was when Trump said he was thinking about running. And I wanted him to run in the next year. I didn't want to run the year before when he did. It was like, because if he was, then I could have run against him. And that would have been funny too. But then he did. And it was like, you backstabbing bastard. But that's his own thing. And like everything he's done has just like annoyed me. Not because he's actually a bad person, which he is, but mostly because it's just gotten in the way of my plans. Because like one plan I had was that I wanted Trump to tweet something at me in like an angry rant. And I wanted to get it embossed. But then he got kicked off of Twitter, so now I can't do that. My point is, Trump sucks at everything, including allowing me to annoy him. So he's just the worst.
Yeah, Trump's the worst. Like I know your TikTok username says the worst one. You might be the second worst one. We already seen the worst one.
I always forget that's what it is until I go to my
number
page.
45. It was a hard storyline during 45, but number 47 gonna take us to heaven, boy. That's what's up. So what did you ever think you'd be doing this? Did you ever think
No.
Really?
No, I never thought I would be doing this. Like, there's not a single point in my life where I thought I was going to start like actively posting on the internet, like at all. Like, definitely not to run for president, but like, I never wanted to do social media, like ever.
So, what inspired you once and for all?
I don't even know. Like like I was saying, originally when Trump said he was going to run for president, it was like, well, if he runs, then I can run. And like at that point, that was before he did. So it was still just a joke. Because like I always
just a joke.
And then he actually ran. It was like, oh, I know exactly what it was. So I was posting on TikTok because I didn't have anything else better to do. and it was one of the things that he had just said or tweeted or whatever. And I made a video where I said, if I get blown up before I get to finish the manga One Piece, then I'm going to haunt this man, or something like that. And then I don't know. I honestly don't know the correlation in thought. But then I decided I'm actually going to do this because clearly this doesn't mean anything. Like, I actually had a moment where I realized, like, because, politics has always been, like, a stupid game. Like, everyone knows that. But, like, it always, they make it seem complicated in order to keep normal people out. But the moment he won, you realize that it's not that complicated. It's just a matter of if you have enough money and if people will listen to the stupid garbage that comes out of your mouth.
Yeah.
While I don't have enough money, I'm pretty sure I can find enough random people to listen to the stupid garbage that comes out of my mouth.
Yeah.
That I posted my first video about it. And then I realized, and then people actually started showing up and like asking me like actual questions, which I wasn't expecting. And then that kept happening, and now here we are.
Nice. That's a great story. Now, how often were you on 4chan back in the day? Okay, when did you first start going on 4chan regularly?
Because I didn't know about 4chan, like, actually, again, because, well, I feel like there's everyone on 4chan. One of my friends told me about 4chan, but I want to say, like, 2000, because I was in school 2005, 2000, so like 2006, 2007, something like that.
Nice. What was your, like, first impression of it?
This is a goddamn hellscape.
Yeah,
but
wrong about that.
Yeah, but yeah, like, honestly, I wasn't like that bad for me specifically, because like most of the stuff that I was into, again, like I looked up like anime wallpapers or like video game stuff or stuff like that. I wasn't into like, I didn't go to any of the forums where like people were talking about why black people should all be dropped into the Pacific Ocean or whatever. So,
oh god,
yeah, like 4chan's psychotic. But yeah, like, because that's the same thing. Like, I don't really get into forums because I don't. Again, like I said, I don't talk to people on the internet. Like, I don't have any online social media presence. Like, period. I didn't post stuff there. I didn't post stuff on Reddit. I didn't post stuff on Tumblr. That's why when I decided to do this, it was such a weird thing for me because I didn't do any of this before.
Well, you're doing it now.
Yeah, exactly.
You did a damn good job. Now, I don't know, man. This might be the greatest story never told. Greatest story ever sold to Fox News. There's gonna be like some like hipster movie crew that's gonna come out and make a movie about you, and they're gonna be like, "This is our next president," and it's gonna be like, I feel like this could end very well. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Well, I mean, because
keep up the campaigning.
I mean, that's my goal. Because like I said, like I don't need, because people like comment like that my page is like is falling off, not doing as well as it used to. It's like my page has never done well. I make like random videos that like actually get popular, but my page itself has never actually been popular. All I need is for a small amount of people to generally keep showing up, and eventually one of them will know someone who writes like for like some random online newspaper. And then they'll just spread the story. I don't need to be popular. I just need one person to read this and say, I want to write a story about this.
And then that one story gonna turn into like 5 stories.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. That's why you're doing the right thing as a young African American educated brother. Running for president, showing everybody you don't got to be a fucking politician. You can be a regular black man, or in your case, shit. I dropped my water. Drop my water. This was not a part of the plan.
It's never a part of the plan.
Obama water. What am I saying? I was saying you're doing the right thing, and it's very inspirational. Just showing the people you could run for president, whoever you are, and it's really putting that old American dream thing to the test. Because they say anyone can be the president, but everyone that's the president is like rich and powerful and all this stuff. And
right.
And it's just the first time we tried to have a non-politician president, it went so badly. It was so awful. And because we could have seen like great year, we could have seen finally some presidents that we actually like, and then it could have been like a renaissance and like presidencies and whatever that even existed before. There was the birth and it was just still here. You could have a rebirth and then it would be like, wow, you could have these celebrities become president. But nah, the fact just seeing you run just reminds everyone to chase their dreams. That's what's up.
Yeah, exactly. Like even if I don't win, this will still. I feel like this should still start something. Like even if I don't win, it doesn't really matter.
It's gonna start. Yeah, it's gonna start the freaking 2024 election, bro. Because look, we don't even know where it's going. But then again, it's still 2021, and by 2020, we'll have a better idea. So I can't. Hey man, I can't wait to see it, man. If you're campaigning, you come to wherever I'm at.
Right.
I'm coming to see you, bro. It's gonna be the best president speech of my life. And especially if the election was you versus Kanye, that would be the greatest election that would never sold.
Oh my gosh!
I love that idea. 2 black men running against each other for president of the United States, and all people are angry because it's gonna be one of them.
Yeah.
How was your day? What did you wake up today and do?
I didn't wake up and do anything. Because I work at night, so I came home, and then I was up, and I'm still up now. So yeah.
Have anything interesting to eat?
I hate sushi. And I watched the new He-Man thing that came on Netflix. I really haven't done anything else with my day.
That's great. That's American.
Yeah, it's really perfect, like top notch.
Are you good? Yeah. Are you having any like special talents or skills?
I do not have any special talents or skills.
Really?
No, I'm like completely average.
Anything like creative that you like doing?
Oh yeah, I have creative stuff that I like doing. I like writing.
Oh, you like writing? That's cool.
Yeah.
You should write like a movie and then like I'm a star in it and shit. Yeah.
Where did this come from?
You said you like writing. I don't know what you like writing.
I know.
You like writing Wattpad stories about vampires and werewolves on Tumblr.com. You like
no, I know
fan fictions. Like, what do you?
I don't like writing. I've never written like fan fiction or anything. I've never written anything on like.
You never wrote a SpongeBob fan fiction?
No, I did not.
Sure?
I'm sure.
Are you absolutely sure about that?
Yes.
That's kind of hard to believe. Because I know you wrote and drew and illustrated a freaking SpongeBob fan fiction, and I'm not afraid to expose you right here, right now.
I mean, go ahead, because I'm really interested in seeing this too. Because I
have no
idea what it is that you're talking about.
You're just gonna sit up here and lie to my face? That's wild. Now what's this, huh? What's this?
I mean, that's Squidward, but I can't draw that well.
What's this?
That's Squidward. That's still Squidward with boobs, or I guess female Squidward. I don't know. Either way, I I still didn't draw it. I'm not that good of an artist.
Is this what the president likes to look at in his free time? Be honest.
No, it's
Talking about
really
President
not.
Biden.
I don't think he knows what SpongeBob is.
I think President Biden. You think President Biden's a freak? I think so. I think that nigga be going. I think he was. That nigga middle name is Robin Neck. He had to be some sort of something, man.
I mean, I guess it's possible.
He was like this, like pretend it's the little girl hair. He was over here like that nigga. You know that nigga Biden got into some. He got into some shit when he was in like college, graduate school. You know that nigga going crazy, man. I don't know. Sheesh.
Okay.
Is it? Do you feel like if Joe Biden ran again, you'd beat him for president, or would you lose?
I think I could beat Joe Biden if I ran.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
No one likes Joe Biden.
I mean, yeah, we kind of just settled. You feel me?
Yeah.
Shit, as long as Trump's not running again, it's not gonna be like. Cause that's the only reason. It was like Trump running against him. We need to get rid of this nigga, man. And now Biden's over here. He's saying crazy stuff. We don't really care because at least it's not the other nigga. But hey, man, I'd feel better if you were running against, because if you were running against Trump, oh, that'd be terrible. Trump would come up with like the worst stuff to say.
Oh, totally.
Be like, who's voting for a moon trip? You cannot be president. Like, he's just gonna be fucking awful. More awful than regular.
It'd be hilarious though. But again, that's my own perspective. But yeah.
You like video games?
Yeah.
You ever played that video game where it's like you the plumber and then you gotta go and fight dragons and turtles and little mushrooms, and then you gotta get a big mushroom and save the princess? You ever played that one?
Are you talking about Mario? I played Mario.
That's that nigga name?
Yes.
I thought his name was goddamn Charles. Thought that was I've been looking up the video game Charles the Plumber for years. I keep seeing him. It's like, what the hell, man? Like, why do you have an M on your hat and your name is Charles? But apparently the nigga name is Mario. Okay.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
Okay, you're just gonna keep this knowledge from dude. Okay, I'm gonna give you ratings from hella video game generations, and you're gonna give me your choice. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis?
Sega.
Okay. PlayStation or N64?
PlayStation.
PS2 or Xbox?
PS2.
PS2 or Dreamcast?
Still PS2.
Dreamcast versus the PlayStation.
Dreamcast.
What about the PS3 versus the Xbox?
PS3.
Damn. You have you thought about this have you just been thinking about shit like this?
I have all those systems. Those are the ones that I have. Yeah. Like, those are the actual choices that I've made because I've gotten all these systems.
So you gotten even the loser?
I'm gonna go through this list of every game system I've actually had.
Let's hear it.
I've had the NES, the Super Nintendo,
the
Sega system, the Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advanced, the PlayStation 1, 2, 3, and 4, the Xbox 360. And I have a Switch, the 3D and the DS and the 3DS.
So would you, if you had to pick one, would you pick the Wii or the Xbox 360?
The 360.
Would you pick a PS4 or Xbox One?
PS4.
Now, would you pick the PS4 or the Switch?
Still PS4.
So I take it. You wouldn't stick with Nintendo like that.
No.
Your brother's at Nintendo. You prefer to go with Sony and them.
Yeah.
You trust Sony? You're a PlayStation fucking gamer? Hell yeah. You like PlayStation? That's your system?
Yeah.
You gonna get a PS5?
Yes.
There's no games.
Well, I mean, that's why I don't have one now.
Yeah. What the fuck happened to the PS5? It was like popular for like 2 months and then
It was not popular for 2 months. It came out and everyone wanted it. That's not the same as being popular. That's being new.
and then look where it's at now. No one even gives a fuck about the PS5.
Well, it's not that they don't. It's not that they don't care. It's that no one can make these games for the upgraded system yet.
Jesus.
Like that's actually what happened.
Nintendo killing the game right now.
Yeah. So yeah, you know.
What's your favorite Mario game?
My favorite Mario game?
Yeah.
I mean, my favorite Mario game is probably Super Mario World. That's because I don't play that many new Mario games.
Awesome. Anything you want to know about me?
I don't know. Like, I don't ask people about stuff. Like, I don't know. Like, no, I legitimately can't think of anything. What's your favorite video game system?
Damn. Probably. What's so funny?
You started this conversation. I thought you knew. I thought that was like
that was my favorite video game system.
The plan.
Shit, probably the Game Boy Advance. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Especially since the time when you plug into that was Nintendo DS where you plug the internet cartridge in and go to X videos.
I've never done that.
Damn, bro. So you was do you have a PSP?
No.
Damn, so you a PlayStation fan, but you skipped out on the PSP.
Yeah.
This should be called a PSG because that shit is garbage. PlayStation is fucking garbage. Fuck PSP, should be PSG.
Well, guess I didn't miss anything then.
You ever play any sports video games?
I have. I don't have any, but other people have, and I play them.
Like NBA 2K?
No, I think it was NFL. It was NFL something. I don't know.
NFL, were you good at it?
No. Again, I don't play sports games. I was just like over at like my cousin's house or something. They had it.
What's your favorite game of all time?
My favorite game of all time. Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Michael Jackson made music for that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you like the music?
I mean, I don't really have like a connection to music, so I can't really say like
damn
like it or not.
You have a connection. So what type of media are you most connected to
then? Art, like visual.
Oh, like paintings and stuff?
Yeah.
That's what you're the most connected to. That's cool. That's dope. It's a switch up because most people are like, "Oh, I can't live without music. I can't live without movies. Movies are my life." You're like, "Nah, man. Look at this goddamn. You know, painting with niggas like
the screen, yeah.
Yeah, you be looking at that like, nah, this is what I like. Yeah, that's tough. That's what we need in a president, man. Not swept up in all this current American culture. We need a president who just wants to see everything go good and don't want to fuck nothing up.
Yeah, that's right.
Save Ramon Tripp. Right?
Great. Yeah, sure.
Hell yeah, that should be. You should let me make some songs for your campaign, bro. We should make a fucking mixtape together. And you could spit some bars about being the president. I'm gonna be like the DJ.
not good. I don't think I should do that. I mean, I'll do it, but I don't think I should.
I feel like you got some bars in your own.
That's completely wrong. I mean, thanks for the confidence, but that's not true at all.
You got some bars. You got to come out there like, nigga, I'm the president. All these other niggas was irrelevant. Niggas get tired of country to hell, and now I'm heaven sent. Like, you got to look at some bars, man.
Yeah, sure.
What's your favorite pizza topping, if any?
Pepperoni.
Pepperoni. I'm a pepperoni man myself.
Hmm.
I love Domino's. You sure you love Domino's?
I mean, I like Domino's. I don't love Domino's.
You wouldn't. So you wouldn't save the crust in the bag, and then I can't even make up any stupid scenario for anything I'm about to say. All I'm saying is, nigga is hungry, man. I ate
Great.
apple. I don't even know what the fuck to do next. What's your favorite food, Mr. Tripp? President Tripp?
I like spaghetti.
What's the best spaghetti you ever had?
The one that I make.
Really, Mr. fucking Master Chef. I'm gonna come to your house in North Carolina. I don't know where it is, and I'm gonna make you make me spaghetti.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold you hostage and make. You ever had
vaguely threatening? Me ever had what?
Other people's spaghetti?
Yeah.
And then you're like, you know what? This is the best. You make your own spaghetti. You're like, this is the best.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. Oh yeah, because you went to culinary school.
Yes.
So you is that your talent, cooking?
I mean, I guess I don't really know if it's a talent. I've just learned how to cook.
Exactly. Are you a good chef? You get good
Yeah.
reviews?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. See, look, you say you don't have any talents. Look, there you go. You could cook. You could tear it up in the kitchen. You know, if someone was going on a date, like your roommate was going on a date, you'd be like, Ramon, cook us some spaghetti. And then when you do it.
I mean, if he pays me, then yes.
See, you even want some money. Yeah, I need to try your spaghetti, man. And I might need to pay for a couple of doggy bags because you making it sound real fucking good. And if it's not real fucking good, you don't want to see that.
We'll keep that in mind.
Yep. That's right. We're gonna put a chain on your neck, and it's gonna say "dummy."
Great, great story. Great.
What's going on with your shirt, man?
What do you mean? It's a shirt. I wear it.
It looks like a backpack on your shirt.
Oh,
just the stripes.
It's Deadpool.
Oh,
it's the gun straps.
Hell yeah, my man's got the drip. You should show us the fit, man. Stand up and show us the fit.
I don't want to.
Man, you dripping today, man. You got the red t-shirt, you got the glasses, you got the, the mini fro, the beard, man. You got the drip today, man. Stand up and show us the drip.
I'm not going to. I don't want to stand up.
Damn, that's rough. You know, you're taller than you seem. You said you were like 5'11"?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's you look like about 5'6". But then you're taller, so it's like if we met in real life, you'd be like an inch taller than me, and I'd be like, wow, this is President Tripp. Such an imposing figure, so muscular, you know what I'm saying?
None of that's true. Stop making stuff up. I'm not imposing. Also, I don't want to be. It's like people keep commenting about how I'm not like manly or alpha or whatever random garbage that they say. Like, I don't want to be, because, and this may come across as slightly insane, but one of the tropes I hate the most in movies is the character that's clearly evil that's played by like the same 5 people. So, if I would much rather have like a character who you wouldn't perceive as evil because they don't change the way that they look or anything. They're just like themselves, like Jonah Hill. Like I would much rather see Jonah Hill try to be a villain in a movie, but not like be like badass or anything, but just still be Jonah Hill. But yeah,
Yeah,
the
that's the
point I'm
real.
trying to. But yeah,
That's the realness, man. That's the realness. So keeping on being yourself, man. I bet.
hmm.
Did anyone ever tell you to be yourself for success when you were younger?
Probably. I don't know. I don't listen to people.
Hmm. Yup. That's my mother president. Yeah, you can share your screen on here. Oh
Hmm?
no. That's kind of great. You can share video files on here. That's kind of
Hmm.
wild. What kind of computer you use, man?
I mean, it's a custom build. I made it myself, so I don't really. I mean, it's a Windows.
Apparently, I could do this. Hold on. Oh, you gotta bring it on if I put it in the studio. That
Yeah.
makes sense. Because I could have added anything in the world, man. And
Yeah,
it
I
got
know. It's like
it would have had to
I don't
turn
know what
me
he's
off
trying to.
without being monetized.
I don't know what he's trying to add, but I'm just gonna wait and see what he puts up. I don't know what that is.
Oh, that's a skeleton dancing.
Of course it is. Anyway, I'm just gonna ignore that.
Yeah, man. So you ever been on a date before?
Yeah, I've been on a date. I've been on like all of 4 dates in my entire life.
What was the best one?
The best one, I guess, the best one is when I went to my formal dance for my college.
Mm, that was the best one. You just had a good day.
Yeah, I mean, really, the only reason why I say it's the best one is because it's the only one that was like, I guess, what you call like an entire date. I guess because I said the first one I just took this girl out. I just showed her around where we were because we both went to school together. We both going to college together. She came in, so I just showed her around. The second one was the formal that was later.
Hmm.
The third one was like this double date that my roommate I needed. I was just a plus one on for my roommate and his girl.
Hmm.
And the fourth one was also just some random thing with one this one woman that I know.
Yeah, was it enjoyable or was it cringy?
I mean, it was fine. I enjoyed it to the amount that I can enjoy anything, I guess.
Hmm.
But yeah,
That's what I love to see. That's what I love to hear. Taking the steps. At the end of the day, man, people always try to, judge you by this invisible life book that we all follow. Like if it's you're like, oh, you're 30 and you're not regularly going on dates to marry you, what's wrong with you? It's like, nigga, the book, you can't even point to a book that says that and quote it, and you're just following it mindlessly because someone else told you to follow it, and the book doesn't even fucking exist. That's the biggest scam in history. The book doesn't fucking exist because you can't even see it, but you believe in it, and then it doesn't even exist. So you might as well just do what you want. If you're 30 and you never been on one date in your life, good for you, man, because that just means you being you. And the only thing I could say is just get out there. Like honestly, do shit like run for president, because then you're taking advantage of the whole life thing. You just you know getting the most out of it.
yeah. I mean, yeah.
That's what's up, man. Now, have you ever dealt with depression in your life?
No, not like actual depression. I realize because like everything, I ended up looking like a bunch of stuff up after the fact, or I guess during. So no, I've never actually had like depression. What I have is antisocial personality disorder.
Ooh,
So yeah,
you get antisocial personality disorder.
yes.
Damn, is that like scary for you? Because they be like talking about, oh, these people, that's the new word for the sociopaths and the psychopath. Like, is that when you got the diagnosis, was it like, ugh, or was it just like, nah, I'm still a pretty regular nigga? What, so speak on that.
No, I never. Well, I never actually got diagnosed. I'm like I don't know to like what degree I am, but I do know that I have like all of the, I guess, what are they called, markers? I think they're called markers for it. So I never got like actually diagnosed, but like I know like unless I have like something else that has like the same categories that falls within the same category.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, the point is that no, it was never an issue for me. It didn't really matter to me. So, it was like just a thing that when I found out that it existed, it was like, that sounds about right.
Sounds about right to a nigga
Yeah.
like me. And that's how you live, America. President Ramon Ford is gonna show you guys stop giving a fuck about this shit and just live. Have you ever? What's the most exciting thing that ever happened in your life? Like the most exciting event that you ever landed yourself into?
The only two like actual exciting things I've ever done is when I went to Europe and when I worked for that porn company that I keep, talking about.
But I thought you said you couldn't really perform and everyone watching you.
I mean, I couldn't, but it's still like the most exciting thing that's happened to me. Like, I don't.
But you could perform, like you.
No, I'm just saying, like, just being there in general.
Oh, just being there in general. What's it like
Yeah.
working for a porn company?
I don't like. It was weird because like they didn't know like really what they were doing because again they were a startup. It's not like they did this before, so it was just like this dude who was trying to like start it himself, but he didn't really know how to do it. And like I said, I got bored, so I stopped showing up. And the website that was active doesn't exist anymore, so I don't know what happened after that. And then yeah, then I went on a trip to Europe, and that was cool. And
How'd
yeah,
you that did you like pay for your stay or was it like a program or something?
well, I did have to pay for it, but it was a program. It's this thing that used to exist called People to People, which is like this tour group where um like a bunch of high school students like they were all in a program together, and we went to Europe for like a month and a half. We just like toured. We got to like hang around, like do random see places. We went to Spain, Paris, Germany, and Switzerland. But yeah, the program got like the program shut down like a while ago. I found out when I looked it up. But yeah, other than that, I'm a pretty boring person. Well, unless you talk to me and then you fall down that rabbit hole. But other than that, I'm a boring person.
That's good to hear, man. It's good to have more boring people. No, it's not good to have more boring people because you're not a boring person. Like anyone that actually listens to you would like they'd be like this nigga's on to something. Like they actually listen to you, they'd be like, wow, that's why people keep commenting on like all your videos, just like comment after comment after comment, because people are intrigued by you, man. That's the crazy thing. Anybody, if you were on TikTok and you were like, oh yeah, I go to work, I fuck my bitch, I do this and I do that and I do that, people would be like, oh, that's just a regular guy. But now since you're here and like so radically yourself, people are intrigued by you. So you're like the opposite of boring in a way.
I guess. And that's too. Technically, boring is whatever you're used to. So I mean, I think I'm boring, but that's because I'm me. That's so yeah. That's up to whoever at that point.
You're very intriguing, man. You ever just shave everything off, like your head, your beard, just go completely face and head bald?
No. Again, I have like clippers, but I don't have like the actual clean shaven one.
What would you say if you could be any age again? What would it be?
Oh God, I don't know. I don't want to be any age again. Like, being all the ages that I was sucked.
Mm.
I don't care. I'd rather just be like 90 so I can die already.
Damn,
Oh
that
God.
doesn't sound very presidential, bro.
I don't know what that means. My point is, like, I don't care about going back. Going back is meaningless. No one gives a damn about going back. The only type of people who want to go back in time, or people that are miserable in their current lives and want to go back to when they were happy, which was a lie anyway, because they're all, it's the past that you lived in was definitely a lie, because all the past is a lie. Or you're just delusional.
A radical thinker. I like it. Because the past doesn't even exist. You're right. All we have is right now.
Alright, well, I am hungry, so I am gonna go make dinner. Yes, by the time I finish, it'll be dinner.
What's for dinner?
Anyway, I'm not telling you.
Why not?
Because it's my dinner, it's not yours.
I'm just curious.
Anyway,
I'm just curious as to what you're eating for dinner.
I don't care.
You don't care about me asking. You don't care what you eat for dinner.
Honestly, both. Anyway,
okay,
this has been.
I thought we bonded over this past hour, 21 minutes and 40 seconds.
Whatever this is, a show where I talk about whatever the hell I spent the last hour and 21 minutes talking about, because I don't know. I don't pay attention to the stuff that comes out of my mouth. And I don't watch these before I post them because I can't deal with listening to myself talk. Anyway, I want to thank my guest, Snowblunt, Kyle, whichever. And I post these presumably every Thursday, unless I don't, in which case it's Friday. And I don't know. I have links to stuff. Oh, so you said it already, but you told me the same thing. I was gonna start using it as my closing for these videos, which is why I was happy that you agreed to be the first one since that happened. Yeah. So I'm going to use it as my motto from now on, which I already told you, but that's fine.
Yeah.
So I was saying, all right. So yeah, this has been whatever this is, and remember, take a trip into a better country. That's what you said. You changed it to America this time, but I'm going to keep it as country because it's a broader outlook. So yeah, that's it. See ya.